This is a reply video to Dighsx, his channel. Check out the link in the description to his channel. So he's making an annual 10 question video, annual, so each year, and this is for this year's video, answers for that video. Okay, first question: what do the following items cost where you live? 1 gallon of milk and 1 gallon of gas cost about the same, about $7 in Norway. 50 grams of tobacco, that's about 35 bucks. That's probably kind of expensive compared to what it costs in the United States, because there's very high taxing on tobacco and liquor in Norway, alcohol. Cigars, no ID. A large pizza, around 20 bucks. A dozen eggs, that's about 4 or 5 bucks, maybe 3 if they're not so good ones. Okay, next question: do you believe in luck? And the short answer is yes and no, and the long answer is too long, but it's got something to do with if this is real life or if it's just a simulation. It's hard to tell. You don't know. It could be a simulation, and it could be real life. Who knows? And free will. If there's a simulation, there's no free will, and if there's a simulation, there's also no. There could be a purpose for it all. Maybe it's just a simulation of to see how a world like this would perform. And also, I'm not really a believer in things. I'm more of I accept the best explanation for how things work as it is, or the best explanation, the present best explanation. But if a better explanation for something comes along, then I will happily switch over to that explanation and accept that as the best explanation. But I don't really believe in it. I just accept it to be the best explanation of how things are, and or best approximation of how things are. And so the concept of luck can be I'm just not sure if I believe in luck or not, or if I accept luck as a thing or not. What do you normally, so here's a simpler one: what do you normally eat for lunch? That's easy to answer. Some sliced bread and with cheese or ham, or yeah, mostly cheese or ham. So that's what I usually eat for lunch. Maybe eggs too. What would you next question: would you live in complete darkness for 2 weeks for money? Well, that depends on the money, but it would be interesting to be in complete darkness for 2 weeks. So I think if I were paid the same as I'm paid now, because obviously I couldn't work, or I could try working, that would be, so just if I would receive my normal salary, and as an experiment, and everybody was in on it, so I was supposed to be in darkness in 2 weeks and do my, as a blind person, kind of. I would definitely do that for money, not because I think I would find that interesting to try for money. Next question: if you could become an expert at one skill instantly, which skill? So the smart answer here is an expert at acquiring skills. So I think I'll go with that one. If that's not allowed, I think a skill, maybe reading people. If you can read people, I think you can get a long way. Come a long way. Maybe acquiring skills. Expert at acquiring new skills. 6. Do you believe in reincarnation? No, I don't believe in reincarnation. I don't think, it just doesn't seem very likely. If some explanation or some evidence or something comes along that proves or makes reincarnation very plausible, then I will believe in reincarnation, or accept reincarnation as something that's plausible to be. Would you row across the ocean or walk across a desert? I think I would enjoy rowing across the ocean more than walking across a desert, just because there's more. I have the boat and there's water and maybe, I don't know, more animals in the sea, birds, and maybe I can see fish. The desert, to me, the desert just seems like an endless walk in sand with nothing else. So I choose the ocean. I might change my mind later if because I've never experienced a real desert. So deserts could be great to walk in. Okay, next question, number 8. In 5 years from now, will you remember what you did yesterday? No, definitely not. I don't really remember what I did yesterday today, so in 5 years it will be all forgotten. Number 9. If you had the chance, would you go to the moon? Absolutely. That would be very interesting. Not because the moon is so interesting, but because the thought of leaving the Earth and go to another planet is very interesting. Or yeah, interesting. If my girlfriend and other relatives would, or not, my girlfriend and my family, I mean, would allow me to go to the moon, that's another question. And I also have one son and soon 2 to consider, so if there was a lot of danger involved, I might not want to go to the moon. Number 10. Has your greatest fear ever come true? Now. Not now, no. I don't really know what my greatest fear is. So it can't have come true because I don't even know my greatest fear is. Not because I have so many fears, so it's difficult to choose, but just because I don't really go around fearing stuff. I'm afraid of very much like primal fears, like being eaten by a lion or falling off a cliff or stuff like that. But usually I'm not in a situation where I'm about to fall off a cliff or about to be eaten by a lion. So no, never experienced my greatest fear. It has never come true. Okay, that's it. This was a cool thing. I was very enthusiastic when I saw the video, and so fun concept. And check out Dighsx. Link in my description. Weird name, but cool channel. Check it out, and check out my other videos too. Please subscribe and support me on Patreon, and I'll see you next time.